What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to another episode of Double Upload December. Today, I wanted to talk about not just stacking silver, not just stacking gold, but stacking a little bit of cash as well as an emergency fund. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. And of course, come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. Everything is linked in the description. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about cash, a little bit more about currency, rather than the real, true, honest money like you see all up here at the top. And by the way, I know this video is coming out probably at the very end of December. You may or may not believe me when I say this, but it is October 21st. As I'm filming the video, I just got done making a video about currency, but I decided that I wanted to make a video for Double Upload December way ahead of time because I knew that this is something that I wanted to talk about. So there's a couple different reasons to stack a little bit of cash alongside your money. I do believe that the silver and gold stand a far better chance than currency, than the US dollar, but for diversification purposes, I do believe it's important to have a little bit of fiat alongside the money. And it's for a couple of different reasons. Number one, first and foremost, this is the most simple, basic reason. So I'm just going to make a statement and then I'm going to be moving on to the next one. Short-term emergencies. That's what currency is. Currency is here for the short term. If you get into a little bit of a car accident or if you come up short on a certain bill or something happens that you weren't expecting and now, oh my God, where am I going to get this currency from? If you have a little bit of currency tucked away, you're not going to have to part ways with any of your money up here at the top. You're not going to have to go on over to the coin shop and sell your silver and gold just to get the cash, just to take care of what you need to take care of. So if you have a little bit of currency tucked away, you can remove that minor headache from the equation. But I also wanted to talk about long-term aspects. When it comes to currency and when it comes to money, like I said, one's for the short term, one's for the long term. The silver and gold might not be the most practical thing in the world right now. It's not like you can walk into Target with a Sunshine bar and make a purchase. It's going to require a middleman. You're going to have to, like I said, go to the coin shop and part ways with the money in exchange for currency before you can do that. Unless, of course, you're working with somebody that understands the precious metals, but most massive corporations do not want your money. They want your currency. Here's the thing. With silver and gold being here for the long term and the currency being here for the short term, I was thinking about it. It is important to have a cash emergency fund. A lot of people say have 1 to 3 months worth of expenses and supplies. Some people say 3 to 6 months. A lot of people have a lot of different ideas or opinions when it comes to this. But here's my stance. If you're going to have a cash emergency fund, I don't think it should be all that much. I don't think it should be every single possible expense all packed into one, because in the video that I filmed, the one that I posted in October, talking about this, let's just say all of your monthly expenses added up equate to $2,000, just solid amount. Multiply that by 6 for a 6-month cash emergency fund, you're going to have $12,000 in cash just sitting there doing nothing. To me, that doesn't make sense. So I think it's important to spend the currency now before it gets weaker. Spend the currency now before inflation eats away even further at the purchasing power. Spend the currency now on the things that you are definitely or most likely going to need in the event of an emergency. So it's important to food prep now when there's no real reason to food prep. It's important to prepare yourself before an emergency, rather than waiting until there's an emergency to completely scramble and freak out and not know what to do, run over here, run around like a chicken with your head cut off because you neglected to prepare yourself prior to the emergency. This does one of two things. Number one, it makes the prepping process so much easier. There's less to worry about. There's less of a headache. When something does go down, You're not going to go into panic mode like the rest of the world. You're going to be, at the very least, maybe be able to kick back a little bit and be like, hey, thank God I prepared, rather than having to get ready now. Remember, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. That's number one. And two, arguably more importantly, if you prepare yourself now and if you spend the currency now on things that you're definitely or more than likely going to need in the event of an emergency, it reduces your cash emergency fund. You're not going to need $12,000 packed away, or $5,000 or $2,000, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever makes the most sense for you. You're going to be able to reduce that. You don't need the cash to spend if you already spent the cash on the things that you would normally need to spend the cash on, if that makes sense. And the reason I bring this up and the reason I say that this is more important is because you can reduce that, let's just say $12,000, you can reduce that down to, I don't know, let's just say $6,000. You can cut that in half. And what can you do with that other $6,000? If you want, you can put it into the silver, the gold. You can spend it on even more prepping supplies and equipment. You could put it into your business. You can invest it. You could do whatever you want. And you can put that currency to work. See, that's what the currency is here for. When used properly, this can be a very powerful tool. When used improperly, it can be a very powerful weapon that causes a self-inflicted wound. So you can waste this stuff. You can burn through it. You could rip it in half for all I care. You can waste it on nonsense. You can spend it foolishly. You can do whatever you want. But if you put it to work, it can bring in more currency. You can inject a large sum of currency into an investment of some sort that produces cash flow for you. For example, with that $12,000, if you were to put $12,000 into a cash flow producing asset, it could rake in, I don't know, $35 a month, every month, for the rest of your life. And I know it doesn't sound like very much, but would you rather have $35 coming in every single month no matter what in the world is going on, or $12,000 gone? No more $12,000 and no amount coming in. That's just the way I see it. That's my stance. When it comes to currency, I would much rather put it to work. I think cash by itself is trash, but I think cash put to work, producing cash flow or capital appreciation, or injected into something that will do a fairly decent job combating inflation, I think that's a better idea than leaving large sums of cash just sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to happen that may, by the way, never even happen. Those are some of my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure to come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It's a lot of fun over there. Everything will be linked in the description. Thanks everybody for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.